So I cleaned up my the last little bit of what I needed to clean for my class tomorrow. I have a purple yoga mat that I bring with my mannequins, and I never cleaned it. And I'm like, I can't put it on the floor to clean. I don't have a cleaner. I can't do this, whatever. I used the Dawn mixture, and I kept it folded. And I sprayed on the countertop. So I had it folded up on the countertop, and I just kept folding it, unfolding it. So I had every section wiped down, you know? And then I just folded it over my my weight training bar to dry off, and it looks good. And then I went to tidy up the toilet a little bit, but then I noticed that the water was very dark, so it's like, oh, okay, there's the dirt. 6:39 a.m. It's my second day doing the class. I had to bring the mannequins again. I'm tired. What date are we? The 5th of February 2025? Anyways. So, and it's also minus 18 degrees. But I don't... The second day is always kind of like a wash. It's kind of like, just take it easy, do whatever happens. I have to stay there completely to about 3:30. I gotta contact the person who gave me the contract, who is such a stickler. But anyways, make sure I stay there. So I brought the mannequins anyways, even though everyone's tired. Alright, so I'm here. I don't have a place to put the camera, but there's like a little cupboard with a shelf, but it's right at the end, so it might fall off. Anyways, yeah, so no one's here yet, so that's good. There's one more book that I had to take. Two people didn't show up, and I don't know. Apparently this person's going to get me more contracts in here, so that's good. But it is kind of depressing to know that she didn't have to do anything for the contracts. They just came to her. But anyways. Okay, so now it's 3:54. Finished everything at 3. Everyone wanted to leave, but I had to keep them going. And I went over the exam. I kind of do that to help people out. But I don't let them see the answers. I let them figure it out, And then some people were like actually writing down the order of the answers to memorize them. So then I had to flip it on them. To make sure they were actually thinking as opposed to memorizing the letters of the multiple choice questions. But that was pissing me off. But one of the people actually gave me a contact for an agency to teach. And then I tried to check it up just now, and I realized it was for an agency for nurses. And I'm like, oh no, do I have to be a nurse to teach? I'm not a nurse. But anyways, I called, and then I left a message, and then I called again to speak to the secretary, and then she gave me the extension number of the person, which correlates with the same name that this contact from here, one of the students, gave me. So I left her a message, and then I'll follow up if she doesn't call me back, just to have an answer, And then I tried to call the first person who, when I gave my children's class, because she's not calling me back. It's been like 2 months. She's on vacation, she's in commuting work, remote work. I'm like, what the F, you know what I mean? Anyways, just gotta keep trying, because it's the same thing with my present employer, I guess. Of course, they call me when they need me, but also sometimes they don't return calls, they don't do this, I have to keep following up. I have to catch them for my pay, I have to keep going with that. So I realize that's kind of a thing in this industry. But whatever. And I have this present employer giving me contracts for children's classes, so I have to like bone up on it too. And there's another one she's giving me today. I'm like, oh, so that's good. So taking that's I guess that's why they didn't charge me for that class, because they're using me. I guess they need people. Because I know the instructor who certified me, she doesn't like teaching it because it's very difficult with 9-year-olds. But anyways, it is, but hey. And yeah, I took my extra dose of caffeine today. Yesterday I couldn't because everyone was here eating and stuff. I was like, I can't do that. And finally I just did it with them there. And one person asked me, what is that, you know? The one who gave me the contact. And I'm like, well, I gave her showed her my caffeine stash. So whatever. I said that, you know, coffee, no, because it will stain my teeth, you know. And seeing this light, you could tell. Sometimes they look brighter than other times, you know, it depends on how white I am, you know. But I don't want to force it. Yeah, and I just left a text for the person who gave me this contract, because last time, something with this one association, they're just sticklers. Whereas with my new employer, the one I'm doing full time, they're so easygoing, you know what I mean? In terms of payment, and if you only do part of the class, because it's a 3-part class, they'll still pay you for a whole day. I'm like, that's so good, you know? Whereas this one's like, and she's the one who wants to looking to sell her companies, you know, and it's like, yeah, you left at 3 last time, and you charged for 16 hours. It's like, I just copied and pasted. Holy fuck. Well, obviously, because there's that, you know? So I just gotta be careful. So that's why I had to keep everyone here to at least 3 o'clock. But then what I did was, I texted the person. I said, because I know she was charging less for this one, but I'm just like, okay, what do I finished? What do I charge you? What do I bill you for? How many hours? And I guess she'll find out what time I'm here until. So, because I don't want to deal with that crap with people's crap. Even my master instructor, it's the same thing. And last time I charged them for, you know, the extras, like the gloves that I use, the valves and all that, and it wasn't a problem. And this time he tells me to call him back. This was a couple months ago, and he's like, I'm like, no, I can't charge you for that. He's like, no, you're making enough money, blah 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 blah. I'm like, then why'd you charge me why was it okay last time? And I didn't even bother arguing. I'm like, okay, you opened your own business, you're strapped financially, you're a fat fuck. You know, but whatever, I gotta deal with that. But it's with this one association, whereas with the other one, everything's fine. It's hunky-dory. In fact, I seem to be the one who's the more anal, you know? I'll send scheduled emails to make sure I get the lists. They seem to be kind of like lackadaisical, so it's fine. Whatever. Okay, I'm out of here. Okay, it's about 11:22 p.m. See, I never cleaned that little rest over there. I think I have to scrub that, but at least I'm in the habit of keeping up with when it gets too dirty, just clean it right after. I use my diluted bleach, 1 to 10 ratio. But the foam, is the dawn. So that looks nice. And so at least I do that area. And then I use you know, microfiber towels. I have a whole bunch, and then I just do that. And then I also washed myself down there after the bathroom, you know, because I still haven't taken the shower. This guy's a porn shop worker. Let me turn that off. I'm gonna leave in a bit. I'm almost ready to leave. My hands are chapping out. I gotta moisturize them. Use the soap, then put Vaseline on. So we're the 7th of February. So yesterday I did nothing because after working 2 days teaching, I was sleeping on the couch. Like I woke up yesterday at 5 something and said, okay, I'm going back to bed. I got up at 7 something, then brushed my teeth. The dental floss is gone. Brushed my teeth and, just started doing my routine because I did not take a shower. And I just kind of slowly started to get up. I think I ate. It's either pancakes or rice. That's kind of what I have. Like this morning it was rice. I didn't even make pancakes. I made rice. And I'm like, I'm going to the gym because tomorrow I work, but I'm going to bring a tub of rice with me instead of having pancakes if I need to stay at the gym longer. It all works out. So anyway, so then I slept on this broken couch, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm tired, and I was sneezing a bit on the in the bathroom before I got on the couch, so I did nothing. I tried to do the minimum, folded away some laundry, sent in the bill for working those 2 days, which I was gonna title this video something different, like I have to deal with crappy people. So I'm just accepting that, okay, at least I have these contracts. Whatever they want, I'll do. I just got another message from the one who was like, oh, you can't charge your valves or gloves or whatever for teaching CPR classes, you know. And then also when we did the yearly meeting with this guy, because he's my master instructor for one organization, they were talking about the other organization for teaching. It's a course that's specifically for care workers. Is that it? Caregiver workers, like to move them around without hurting them, either with the machines, the levers, or getting them out of a chair and all that. We're talking about elderly and stuff. I used to say orderly, like a lot of my videos say orderly, but anyways, care workers. And there's a problem with the association giving that course, and he makes a lot of his money from that. He just opened an office and all that stuff. And he used to not say anything about me charging photocopies, gloves, valves. And then he made a point to kind of like leave me a message, call me back. And I'm like, oh, what now? When they say that, it's always something confronting. And so I was like, no, we don't charge for that. I just handed him the answer. I'm like, I don't want to be bothering with you because it's like, otherwise I'm going to get extremely angry and I'm going to ruin everything for me. So, you fat fuck. But anyways, so I didn't. And I did the calculations and it's like, okay, I'll still do it. But this is the first time you've been doing that. I won't even tell him that. I won't get into an argument with him because I feel the ego of the people in this association is really different than the one in the one that I'm working more often now, because they're kind of lackadaisical, Even the owner, and the thing with this company, if I only have to stay for a few hours, I can still charge for the whole day. That's amazing. So they're very good with that. Whereas I just did 2 days with this woman who's at the other organization also, and she's trying to sell her business or whatever. And she had caught me. She said, you charge for 14 hours, but you left at 3. So I only pay for hours work, teaching. I'm like, oh boy, you look at those cameras. And I know she was downstairs screaming at the people working there. She's a stickler also. And I think that's what that organization is trying to promote, But it's terrible. Like when I was getting back to when I was at the yearly meeting last week or 2 weeks ago with the guy who didn't allow me to chart, my master instructor, talking about this course that he can't teach because there's a political problem within the organization. So he's losing a lot of money, whatever. Word gets around. He was talking to someone about that in the class, like during the little break. And then he's immediately talking about, lawsuit. I'm like, fuck, he's not American. You know what I mean? But that mentality, it's like, oh boy, he really will jump to that. So it's like, okay, I can't, yeah, just whatever. Don't deal with that. That's, I'm basically, he's blacklisting himself to me, but I will do his contract. He sent another email yesterday looking for someone. He sent one personally to me for April, and I said, yes, I can do that. But then he sent another one to everyone else for another contract, which I can't do because I don't have that certification because I let it slide. It's just a basic CPR course. And the way that organization has rearranged themselves, I'd have to pay money to get certified for that. And I haven't taught that in a couple of years because my former boss doesn't teach it. No one teaches it. It's not worth the money. And when I had to, there was just a research by just doing the online course. But last year when all this happened, I was not aware of the due date. And so I missed it. And it wasn't even a couple of days after the meeting. So like it wasn't conveyed to us. He did not convey what date. So I couldn't do it. So I was like, okay, drop it. I'm not paying for that. But I was on time with the other class, first aid class, so I teach a lot of that. That's fine. But then he sent me an email again saying, okay, for this contract, but he was referring to the one that I can't do. I guess he was out of it. He said, did you read the other email? So I replied to him and I said, it's okay for the one that you personally sent to me, but the other one I can't teach because I'm not certified for that. And then I think I wrote another one saying I can do the second class, because the second class, they don't even give a certification. It's just a whatever, There's a lot of whatevers going on. Anyways, let me get myself ready. All right, so I'm going down to the recycling too, because I've gotten that as a habit, and it's piling up. I have another visit to do. But, use my fob. Seeing a notification that just got on the phone. Here we go. Need to hold on to this. There we go. But I managed to do some of my, wait a minute, some furniture. But is that recycling? I don't think so. I think that's someone's parking spot. But I need a couch. And these are people's spots. Yeah. They're not in the recycling. Oh well. Here we go. I'm gonna try a second trip because I had no caffeine yesterday either. So I went cold turkey on the caffeine. Decided to sleep everything off. Did basically nothing. Oh shit. Lobby. I clicked lobby by accident too. No. Someone's gonna come here. Oh god. Nope. Good. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. So, yeah, I still need to clean that. Gross. But at least I'm cleaning the toilet. Keeping the counter clean, or at least without stuff on it. I cleaned some of the mannequins, so I do a bit at a time. Clean some of the laundry. Like those habits I managed to do yesterday with napping, and I was like, I'm gonna take a shower before and wash my hair. I didn't, and it was ended up being like 9 something at night. And I'm like, no, this is not gonna happen. So I just washed my face with Dawn. I'm still on that habit. It's still, I like it actually. Yeah, I like it. I really do. So today after gym, I'm gonna go buy a whole lot of Dawn just because that's what I use for dishes, but also use it for washing. I did not wash my hair with Dawn. I washed it this morning when I got up. Like I got up and just turned on the shower and dunked my head in it. I did not take a shower. So like I'll use the shower head and I'll just dunk my head in it. So my hair's upside down. But then it got all, it gets all tangled like that. But I used this that I got at Marshall's for $11. And I like it. Which is similar to this when I had a membership at Costco. But I don't. It's smooth. So there's a lot of silicones in it, so that's good. But bring it back, I had to take conditioner and I had to take my time to finger comb my hair because it was all, even with the conditioner, it was all tangled. So then it took me just as long, but I was watching TV, the YouTube while doing it. And let me shut this off. And then I decided to run a comb through it because I have a lot of shed hair because past few days I've only been using my fingers, so it doesn't dislodge everything. So of course it's all tangled up. And I also shaved, this is just drying the blade and all that, the under part here. So, yeah. So today that, then, did my face with the shaving. Each part at a time, Ate my last pancake, so that's why I didn't make any new ones because I just made rice. I'm not gonna make rice and pancakes. Let me shut the light off. But then I even my mind was okay and I got to sit down. So, that day rest was helpful. I did not have caffeine yet at that time. I had one dose just a bit ago because I'm going to work out and all that. I don't want things to drop. But I managed to do 6 months of my expenses for 2021. I'm still behind on all of that. I still have the bank calling me. Automatic calling, and I'm still not dealing with that yet. There's so many things I'm not dealing with. So I got to get out of here and deal with my training because I missed one day yesterday because I had to rest. I'm working one day tomorrow, and then Sunday I'll have off to train. And I think it's the same thing the week after. But I got a call for April, the email for April to do a contract. I got a email for in a few weeks to do another contract. So I like that. But I understand that as soon as I'm out, they're going to get someone else. I spoke with an older woman when I was teaching, and it's the same. We spoke about that. So she was with one place she's retired, but she was with at one place for a while, for a few years, until she wasn't, which sucks. Anyways, but also watching, it's Ian on YouTube channel, he works at 7-Eleven, And he's been doing that for a long time. And he bestows the value of hard work, a good work ethic, for him to get $20 an hour there and to have his job, to keep his job. But he never stopped, that's the thing. Well, he did stop a bit. He started with Starbucks and all that, and then went back. But anyways, you got to keep the momentum going with that. It's really sunny out there. Look at that. Anyways. So it's 11:56. Now I'm off. But I'm going to go to the bank to take out some more money from, the account that's not seized by the government. And then I realized I forgot the credit card. I never activated the credit card yet. I have been thinking of getting some porn with it, transfer some money into it, but I'm kind of like meh, you know what I mean? It's so weird. It's like I'm over it almost. I do watch the free stuff, but to purchase something, I'm like, I don't know. So it's 12:02. Oh yeah, I just realized. When I was teaching 2 days ago, there was a couple of people who didn't show up for this class, and the woman who gave me the contract, she's like, did she show up? Whatever. It's at a private residence, right? And so she was supposed to show up the first day, but later on, because someone came to say that. Actually, no, someone came. No, the woman told me that. The woman who gave me the contract said she's going to be coming later to make up what she didn't finish the first time, But she never showed up. And then they asked me if she showed up. The next day I said no. Let me try again because it was all that wind. So, the second day she didn't show up either. So the person who gave me the contract was like, did she show up? I'm like, no. And so she goes, grrr. She growls on the message. And okay. And then actually someone working there came down. No, she actually showed up. And then I guess one of the supervisors came down and said, is it possible to help her make up what she didn't make up? I'm like, well, I don't know. We teach different. Me and the other woman teach the class differently. So can you find out what she missed? And she said, okay. But she never showed back. So anyway, so she passed and all that. Let me see if I can get out of here. Oh, excuse me. Oh, let's see. Fucking phone. What? You sure? Were you talking to me? I don't know. Are we good? I just did that on camera. That usually doesn't happen to me, but it's like someone just opened his mouth and then I said, are you okay? Well, you saw it. So I had to calm down. Now the adrenaline's coming up. Because I was in the middle of, ranting and like, don't do that. But anyways. So, so she ended up so that's basically what happened with this woman, let me say. She Sorry, I'm talking to myself now. I'm still concentrating on this. I'm thinking of the comebacks. Because every time you saw that, it was like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you sure? And he goes, And I'm thinking I should have said, "Are you autistic?" You know, just to egg him on. But anyways, okay. So that's what happened at the work, is that she wasn't taking things seriously. She obviously didn't know some of this stuff. And then she was with everyone else, and they were all kind of playing like immature. This is the second time I had to, discipline someone, saying, okay, no, you're going to, because she was in the middle of doing CPR, but then she didn't know what she was doing. And then everyone else was egging her on. And I said, okay, you're going to come over here so people cannot see you. You know what I mean? And she's like, why? I'm like, because you're not concentrating. You need to focus. So it all ended up working. In the end, I wasn't angry. I was like, you gotta do it. Like, this is a serious thing, because I am being watched, But obviously you're not taking it seriously, which is normal because no one takes CPR classes seriously. It's something they're forced to do. They're there with their friends because, you don't wake up and say, look, I want to be a caregiver. It's like, because there's nothing else. So you're trying to do everything else to kind of make the work environment pleasant for you. Because I tried it, if you look through past videos. I'm still trying to calm down. So, yeah. All right, it's 12:26 and I am almost at the gym. It's not that cold. It's like -5 on my phone, but it's sunny. And the way I'm fucked up is that my mood is good now because the master instructor called me while I was in the subway, and I don't have an earpiece. So, and this phone, the ear part to hear phone calls doesn't work anymore. So it always goes to speakerphone. I tried for a little bit to remove dust or whatever, but it seems to shift the speakerphone right away. So I'm not in the mood to kind of take the time to figure out if it's broken or something I could do about it. So I just keep it on speakerphone, and maybe one day I'll get earpiece. But I don't use the phone in the subway. But it just happened. He was calling me. So he said the one class which I'm not certified for, the second part of it I could just teach first aid, so I can go anyways. And I'm like, oh, I'll take it. I just have to verify the date because I said yes. And then there's another contract that he'd given me a few months ago, and I just checked my bujo right away, right quick afterwards, and it's the day after. So I have to make sure that on the email it's the same thing. He didn't give me the address, but I know the area, and I'm like, I'll go anyways because I know the area is near a metro. It's just like, how far is it from a metro if I have to take another bus or I have to walk? I'll figure it out, like that doesn't seem to be a big problem for me. But let me, just for documenting, I wanted to explain what happened. I don't know how much you see on the video, because you see my point of view. I don't know if you see the person or you see what actually happened. So when I was walking in, I was in the grocery store, vlogging, obviously, and wasn't purchasing anything. So there's one aisle that is wider, and you just walk through it to get out. But there were people there, and usually I just kind of shimmy my way and say, and say, excuse me, and I've never had a problem. I've been there for, a decade and a half. But this one guy was taking stuff out of his basket, and it's an express lane, so, but the basket's like the carriage. But he wasn't looking at me, and I was walking and he still didn't look at me, so he wasn't paying attention. So that gives off something. So then I just move his basket, but I couldn't move it to the side or whatever because there's people on the other side. So it bumps lightly into him, you know? And I've done that before too to people to wake them up. I didn't intentionally try to wake him up, but I'm like, I'm walking out, you're blocking the way. Pay attention, you know? And so then he says, I don't know if you hear that on the video. I'm not going to replay it to myself. I don't want to torture myself with that, but he says, fucking phone. And I'm like, because I'm holding my phone up here like this. So he probably thinks I'm on the phone, you know, in some sort of video call or something, you know. And then I'm not paying attention. But I am paying attention. Just I want to get out, you know, because I wasn't going to the grocery store. So that's where I turn around and I say, excuse me? And he just, you know, do you have something to say? You know? Is there something you want to talk about? You know, whatever I said. Where I could have said, do I have to talk to you in autistic speak? Do I have to talk to you in, you know, Judaism speak? You know what I mean? He just goes, no. And he doesn't even say no. It's just, I'm like, and I'm like, okay. So that's about the limit to the problems I have in public now. I did that to another person at that grocery store a couple of years ago. Said the same thing with me putting like there's no place to put your shopping cart. So I just put it next, I tried to squish it in next to the entry, but leaving some space. And then this guy made a comment too. And I said the same thing. There's something you want to say to me. You know what I mean? Do you need help to get out of your mother's basement at 60 something? You know? So, whatever. Yeah. So I'm going to take my second pre-workout when I get there. Also got to pay attention to what my schedule is for the CPR classes. Yeah. So, because of that call from the owner, it's weird because even that and the lady also, they're just weird people. They're just like, they want to be, I don't know, maybe they think it just doesn't bother me when they say shit, you know, to me. Because I don't let on. That's a funny thing, because when I teach with at the new place, the person who certified me, she's there a lot. And she came in yesterday to talk to me and stuff about her, I don't know, her mammograms, her this, her that. You know, she's older. Her personality is also weird, but it's not like about like charging or, you know, money things or whatever. But a little bit like she thinks her ego's up there. And then when I was teaching with her, she liked the way I teach, which is different from her. And she said that when I teach, I'm just like all calm and collected. And I'm like, where do you get that from? I'm completely anxious, but I guess it just doesn't show. I don't know. Because I don't show that except in video. Because that's the whole point of this video channel. It's a stream of consciousness of what's going on in my life and shit like that, you know?